welcome back to Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator. This, I think, is probably going to be the final episode I do on this particular game. Now, as you'll notice, I'm not here in the main menu, I'm actually here in the actual game itself. I've been setting up one final battle for us to basically sit back, relax, kick up our feet and watch. And I've got 7 teams who are all going to be going up against each other on this map, as you can see, which has this giant sort of ruined castle wall going right down, well, not quite the middle of it, but you'll see, it's kind of more towards the western side of the map. So, you can see the teams that we've got outlined there. Now, we start up here in the northwest corner of the map. As you can see here, we have just over 2,800 Japanese soldiers. World War II Japanese, that is, everybody. So these guys, of course, have been added by mod. Most of the units that were fielded for this battle are modded units, so this should be nice and interesting, hopefully. I think most of them are also ranged units, so we'll have ranged battles with a couple of exceptions. So we've got our Japanese soldiers there, just over 2,800 of them. I think originally there were meant to be about 3,000, but I'm guessing the generation went a little bit wrong. You can hear that sound in the background as well. I will show you what that is. I mean, if you're looking at the team listing there, you might be able to guess what's making that freaking noise. But yeah, we'll come to that in a bit. So there we go, there's our sort of just under 3,000 Japanese. Now, if we proceed down in this direction, we should sight our next faction, who are somewhere nearby, I'm hoping. Well, there's one off in the distance over there, but we'll get to them in a bit, but... oh, there they are. So, then, we have 100 of these guys. Say hello to our Doctor Who Cybermen, everybody. Now, I've actually tried to balance some of these teams out a bit, because I was looking at their HP and damage statistics that they do, and some of the units we've fielded are quite OP, so I've tried to sort of balance it out by giving other factions increased numbers of units and whatever. The Cybermen, they're not the most OP unit fielded for this battle, but they're certainly one of the stronger ones. They've got a lot of armour, from what I understand, and they do a fair amount of damage with a ranged weapon, I think. So, as you can see, I've only given 100 for their faction, just, I think, to try and make it fair on the others. Then, of course, if we go over here towards the southwest corner of the map, you can see a lot of yellow shapes over there, and you can probably recognise we've got a force of just under 4,500 Cooper Troopers over here. So, I've kind of put these guys sort of way off in the corner, away from everyone else, just because you remember, of course, the battle where we had Cooper Troopers previously. They did kind of get quite annihilated, so I've given them the most, and I've put them sort of further back so that it takes them time to get to all the other enemies. So hopefully the other units will engage each other first and thin out each other's numbers a bit, and then maybe the Cooper Troopers will be in with a shot. I don't know. They're probably going to get slaughtered, let's be honest. So we've got the Cooper Troopers there. All good. So now if we head over the wall in this direction, if I hurry things along, I mean, this is actually the fastest I can fly, incidentally. If I remember where everyone was, I think the boundary of the map's just there. So somewhere around here, there they are, towards the southeast corner of the map, we've got the vanilla sci-fi faction. Now, technically these are 2 teams, but I've put them on the same kind of team. So you can see we've got basically 2,500 tornado troopers, backed up by 25 of the mechs. So, you know, you remember, of course, the mechs are pretty powerful, hence why I've given them only small, small numbers. Then if we head further on, over this direction, now we've got these things which... they're listed under Team 4 there. Now, I don't know much about these. I don't know how you pronounce that. Tubrint Predator Droids? It says Driods, I think it should say Droids. I don't know what franchise these things are from. Are they from Star Wars or something? Or maybe a different sci-fi franchise? I'm not 100% certain. I've given 1,100 of them, just looking at their sort of health and damage statistics. So... we'll see how they get on. I can't remember whether these guys have a ranged attack or a melee attack. I'm not sure. Then if we move in this direction towards the northeast corner of the map, where this fortress is, we have just under, rather, 1,500 British redcoats. So they're going to be here at this section. I was surprised by these guys when I looked at their statistics, because the thing is, these guys aren't wearing any sort of body armour, they're just wearing period uniforms, and they're only armed with muskets. But as we saw in the battle I did, which had them pitted against all those chickens, sorry, I should say the French, they actually, well, had quite a rapid rate of fire, and I was looking at their statistics. They've got about 200 health each, I think, and they do quite a bit of damage with their muskets, so I'm surprised. They actually do more damage and have more health than I think the standard US and German soldiers do, that you can get from the World War II faction, so interesting choice. Finally, if we now go towards the centre of the map, we will find the source of that strange blaring noise. They're over here, everybody. It is 5 examples, or 5 specimens of tripod alien fighting machine type thing. So think War of the Worlds here, H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds. Now I saw on the Steam page that apparently these guys, well, it said on the Steam page these guys don't have animations, but I mean they appear to be kind of animated to me, unless maybe it's just sort of, maybe this is just the idle animation or something. Maybe it's like movement and fighting animations that aren't there, but these guys are the OP ones, hence why I've only given them 5, because I'm not kidding, right? If I remember correctly from the statistics, a single one of these tripods, right, has about 50,000 health points and does about 100,000 points of damage. And I think they have an actual ranged attack as well. So, yeah, they're going to be fucking OP, these ones, hence why I've really decreased their numbers. So, I don't know, these could be the ones who come out winning, I'm not sure. We'll have to see how the battle actually goes. But, without further ado, we're going to start things off around about now. Actually, come to think of it, I just realised in the last episode I actually forgot to do the nuke, didn't I? Oh, I did forget to do that. Well, I'll try and remember to test it out in this match. Here we go, everybody. Press K. Battle started. Okay, yeah, look, they don't have any animations for actual movement. I do like that they've got sound effects, though. Okay, they're just sort of standing around by that wall. Well, we'll leave them to do their thing. What's going on over here? These droids are moving off, by the looks of it, towards the redcoats. And then further down here, the sci-fi faction's coming off. Oh. Ah, the droids are actually splitting here. So we're going to have sci-fi versus these predator droids. They're actually quite big, these things, aren't they? Well, we'll come to them in a second. How are the Martians doing over there? They're just standing by that wall. I think their pathing's a bit odd. Or are they trying to get through that arch there? I'm not sure. Okay, mech walkers are starting to kill some of the droids, apparently. Yep, there's combat going on over there. It looks to me the redcoats have killed some as well, but the predator droids are also killing. Oh boy. God, those predator droids are actually quite big. Holy shit. But our redcoat friends over here. Apparently the tripods have killed somebody. Oh my god, I think the Cybermen are being utterly decimated. By who, though? That's the question. Hello? Martians? Oh. Yep. The Martians are firing, and I think they're killing quite a few of these Cybers. They actually have a knockback effect, I've just noticed. I thought the Cybermen have a ranged attack, but apparently not. Oh. Something's going on. God, the sound's glitching out a bit. Oh. Okay. Cybermen are not doing too well. Mech walkers are still killing. Cooper troopers haven't lost any yet. Japanese soldiers I don't think have lost any just yet. Are they over here, the Japanese? Oh no, that's another... There's more Cybermen. Okay. Cybermen force has been kind of split apart and they're being massacred by the friggin' Martian tripods. Oh, look at this guy down here. Oh, there he goes. He's dead. Okay. Yeah, the Japanese soldiers... I don't know. You can see the Cooper troopers flowing over the hills. Oh my god, look at that. It's just like a yellow swarm of little cartoon turtle people. Where are the Japanese soldiers at? Oh, they're over here. They're flowing along. Okay. Let's go back to over here. Holy shit, the Cybermen are... Well, they're below... Well, they're... Yeah, at 10 more units now. Cybermen have been taken out pretty quick. God, look at the fire going on over here. Okay. How are the the Predator droids are being massacred as well, come to think of it. Holy shit. They've lost a lot, the friggin' Predator droids. Their movement's a bit weird. How are the Redcoats getting on? The Redcoats, I think, are generally doing okay. Holy shit. Who would have thought that 18th century muskets could take out these futuristic robot things? Good lord. So I'm guessing the Sci-Fi and the Redcoat factions will eventually start to engage each other. Tripods, the Martians so far are doing okay. They've not lost any, which I'm not surprised by, to be honest, because, oh god, they're taking on the Cooper Troopers now. Are they? Yeah, they are. Oh god. It's just a flow of Cooper Troopers coming over the hill. Where's the Japanese guys? It looks like there's some Cooper Troopers going off to try and engage them. Oh, here they are. Here come the Japanese. Oh. God, it's just like World War II in the Pacific Theatre. The Japanese versus the Cooper Troopers. I must say, the Cooper Troopers have actually got kind of closer to the enemy this time, and they're actually killing people, which is interesting. Holy crap. Oh my god, do you think the Cooper Troopers will actually fare a little better this round? Because they are actually chaining through quite a few of those Japanese soldiers here. Holy crap. Okay, how are the tripods getting on? Here they are. Oh god. Yeah, the Cooper Troopers are just being massacred by the Martian tripods. Oh boy. Yes. H.G. Wells's famous nightmarish aliens certainly are putting up the fight here. Oh, Bowser's Force. They I don't think they stand a chance, let's be honest. Right, are the Redcoats and the Sci-Fi faction now engaging each other? I see shots flying in this direction. What's going on? Yes, it looks like the Redcoats and the Sci-Fi are now engaged. Holy shit, this is a interesting battle and a half, this is. Who's winning, do you think? Here. I mean, I think by the looks of it... Having said that, the rate of loss on the Redcoats and the Sci-Fi side is not that fast. But having said that, the Sci-Fi side does have sheer weight of numbers here. Having said that, the Redcoats... Well, individual Redcoats do more damage, I think. But by the looks of it, I think the Sci-Fi troopers might be getting the upper hand here. So the Redcoats were able to pretty much decimate these friggin' Predator droids. But will they fare so well against the bloody Sci-Fi faction? I don't think they will. Because those mechs are pretty tough. Okay, let's zoom back. Cooper Troopers are losing quite a lot, quite fast. Now, having said that, you know, they've taken out 206 enemies, 209 even so far. Holy shit. I mean, they're massing at the base of these friggin' tripods, but... Oh god. Bit of lag. Are these tripods actually... Oh my god, no! Oh shit. There's only 2 tripods left. Holy shit, so there's no actual death animation for these tripods, I've realised. They're just sort of standing there. It's just these 2 left. Holy crap! You see, my money was on the Martian tripods because they're pretty powerful, but no. Holy crap. The Cooper Troopers have actually, by the looks of it, managed to take down 3 of them. That's kind of surprising. Having said that, these Martian tripods don't fire very fast, so they have a lot of health. And they do a lot of damage per shot, but... that's interesting. Okay. So, you know, this is how War of the Worlds should have ended, everybody. Oh! Hang on, who's shooting at the tripods from behind here? Japanese soldiers! They've actually looped around. That's interesting. The Cooper Troopers are now below 1,000, though. That's the only thing. And I think, yeah, there's just 1 Martian tripod left. No! Oh, the Martians are out! Okay. They were my favourite to win this. They've been taken out. So the Cybermen died first, then, of course, the Predator droids. And then, the Martians were killed off third. That's interesting. So I think the Cooper Troopers, by the looks of it, are going to die next. Probably followed by the Redcoats, I think. And then I think it's going to be a battle between the Sci-Fi faction and the remaining Japanese. Holy shit, so the Japanese could actually win this. Oh my. What a fucking massacre this has been down here. Yeah, the Cooper Troopers are nearly down to 500. Oh man. Yeah, I kind of want to see what a Japanese versus sci-fi battle would look like. Okay. Interesting. This battle did not turn out as I expected it to. I mean, the Cooper Troopers, through sheer weight of numbers, did well in taking out these Martian tripods, which are apparently just still standing. Did they... Wow, they killed the Japanese soldiers who were over here. What are you guys up to, seriously? You're just sort of hanging around as though you don't really know what you're doing. Come on, guys. Gonna move on. Cooper Troopers, below 400 now. They're not doing brill. And the Redcoats are not doing well either, come to think of it. Holy crap. Like I say, this battle certainly did not go as I expected it to. Okay. Let's go back over here. The Redcoats are certainly putting up a good fight against the sci-fi, but they're not, I don't think, going to win, because look how many of them are left. Less than 420 against 2,100 and something sci-fi. Okay, just looking at the statistics right now, I think my bet at the moment is going to be on, I think the sci-fi at the moment now to win. Sure, the Japanese may still have larger numbers, but I think the sci-fi units obviously have more HP and do more damage per shot, I think. So, yeah. Wow, these musket-wielding Redcoats certainly put up a much bigger fight than I anticipated them doing so in this scenario. Incredible. They've really, you know, given the sci-fi troopers what for, though, I must say. Have any of the mechs been taken out, though? I don't think so. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Ah, maybe 2 mechs have been taken out then. Hold on. Are there any destroyed mechs off in this direction? I don't see any. Unless I've just miscounted. Oh god, lag. Okay, Redcoats are down to less than 100. So are the Cooper Troopers, in fact. Cooper Troopers are nearly down. God. Bowser, eat your heart out. Gosh. Where are the remaining Redcoats here? They're still firing in this direction. Okay, there's one there. Damn. Bloody hell. Oh, look at that. Redcoats and Cooper Troopers are now... Well, I was just about to say in the 30s, but the Redcoats are nearly all dead by now. Okay. Redcoats, they're out of the running pretty much, I think, by this point. Japanese still holding out fairly well. Okay, Redcoats are down to 10. There we go. God, look at this lone musketeer down here. Look at him. How long do you reckon he'll last? Oh, there he goes. Oh god, there's another lone musketeer over... Oh no, he's dead. Never mind. 2 more Redcoats. Oh, and the sci-fi faction's now on the advance. Where are those remaining 2 Redcoats? Where are they at? Are they somewhere in the middle of here? Oh, there's one. Oh, it's the last one. Damn. It's fucking Richard Sharp over here. Of the 99th Rifles, or whatever it is. From the Bernard Cornwell novels. What's he firing at? What'd you say? Okay. Oh, there he goes. Redcoats are officially down now, everyone. Okay. Right, the sci-fi faction's going to be on the move again. Looks like they're firing in this direction towards something, but I'm not sure what. There's lasers flying through the air. There's the destroyed Martians. Oh. See, there's still a load of Cooper Troopers over here just sort of milling around. What are they doing? Well, these guys are probably going to get massacred by the sci-fi faction once they start coming over this hill. Where are the Japanese troops, though? That's the question. Are they still down here somewhere? Oh, they're picking off the stragglers. Oh, God. Oh, lordy. Yeah, the Japanese have carried out a Cooper Trooper massacre. Wait, was that a freaking Martian tripod noise? Is that noise the Martian tripods, or is that actually a noise on this map? Maybe I got it wrong, I don't know. Okay, these Japanese troops need to just be a bit careful that they don't end up splitting their force. Because I think they're going to need to be, well, they're going to need to take care. Look at this little guy over here. He's just going to get shot to fucking pieces, this one. It's the little Koopa Trooper who could, everyone. He'll be awarded a posthumous medal. Oh god, there he goes. Right. There's just those destroyed Martians again. Oh, the Koopa Trooper army. It's the lone survivors out here who are kind of confused. They killed off the Martian tripods, but then they just didn't know what to do. Now where's that sci-fi faction? Oh, here they come. They're advancing. Oh, the mechs are taking the lead here. Now you see, we need to be careful. You don't want to get the cavalry separated from the infantry support, because you never know what could happen here. If they end up sort of single filing this, oh god, Jesus, is that Japanese gunfire just coming through here? What the hell? You see, the cavalry is kind of getting a bit split up here, which worries me. But I don't know. An individual mech is quite powerful, so you never know how this could turn out. There we go, just drunk up my tea. Are the Koopa Troopers nearly dead? Yeah, there's only 14 of them left. Oh! Well, that guy's down and out. Oh, look at this lone Koopa Trooper over here. Just charging towards the mechs. Oh, no. It's not so much the charge of the Light Brigade as it is the charge of the Foolish Brigade here. He's going to get... Oh! There he goes. Oh no, he's still in. He's still alive. Oh! There he goes. He's still fucking going. Nope, now he's dead. Oh dear. The Koopa Troopers only have 3 left. There's 2 of them just here. The Japanese are coming over that hill. Oh, hello. And now they're being assaulted on 2 sides here. They're being caught between a pincer movement of enemy armies. There's only 2 Koopa Troopers left, and this one here is one of them. Oh, I see the other one there in the background going through those grasses, and now he's dead. Just got owned. Okay, now it's friggin' sci-fi versus Japanese, everybody. We're down to the final 2 factions. How's this gonna go? Oh, the sci-fi faction are getting the first shots in. Oh, but now the Japanese are here. They're flooding over that hill like a tidal wave of friggin' samurai. The descendants of the samurai are coming. Oh god. Well, the Japanese are starting to take losses here, but so far the mech... Oh no, the mech walkers have lost one, apparently. Oh god. Oh lordy. God, that is a... What the fuck? It seems we got a glitched Koopa Trooper here who's just running for his life on the spot. I mean, he's technically dead, but yeah, okay. Oh lord. The Japanese are inflicting some casualties here. I just saw a mech in the distance there go down. But for every one they're taking down, they are taking a few losses of their own. Oh god, but they're flowing over this hill now. Here they go. It's a freaking Banzai charge, everybody. Oh god. You see, normally in World War II, the Banzai charge was not a good tactic. Well, maybe against sort of Chinese forces in the likes of Manchuria, but certainly not against more powerful armies like the Americans or the European armies. But who knows, maybe here against the sci-fi mechs and tornado trooper. Oh god. Well, there goes that friggin' Koopa Trooper. They're inflicting losses. They're doing it. But it's just, can they stave off too many losses though? That's the question. You see, the sci-fi faction's kind of getting a bit bottled up here. Ah, they're in a bit of a choke point. If the Japanese could keep them pinned down here, they could inflict pretty heavy losses, I do think. Oh lord. See, they're losing a few mechs, and they're losing quite a few tornado troopers as well. That is a sight, isn't it, that? A battlefield littered with the bodies of Koopa Troopers, Martian tripods, Cybermen. What a palaver. Okay. Oh, the Japanese, they're losing a few here. This Banzai charge is, I don't know. It's maybe not going as effectively as it could be. Oh, hang on. Oh no. Oh no. They're losing a few mechs here. This is not ideal, is it? See, this one's taking a bit of damage. I mean, each of these mechs I think has about 10,000 HP. Oh, there it goes. How many more mechs do they have? The Sci-Fi faction. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Oh, it's going to be close, I think. I don't know. The Japanese are pushing forward. That's the only thing. How many more troops have they got over this hill? There's still a fair few of them coming in to the battle here. Oh god, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them getting stuck on this tree down here, which is kind of interesting. Oh, they're both below 2,000 now, and the Japanese are losing units at a bit of a fast rate. We could see things start to shift here. The Sci-Fi faction have lost a lot, but having said that, this choke point may not go in the Japanese favour after all. I don't know. Ooh. I don't know. Oh, I don't know about this. God, look at this massacre over here. The ultimate battle, everybody. Thing is, those mechs obviously have that knockback effect. If the Japanese concentrate the fire on some of those mechs, they can take them out. And obviously that knockback effect, it has another effect on the enemy in that it obviously it momentarily delays their ability to fire back, which can, I don't know, this could prove decisive. Because the thing is, if you look at those statistics up there, the casualty rates are starting to, well, that gap's starting to close. So God knows how this could go. Oh God. Oh, there's quite a few mechs that have been taken out here. It's the only issue for the Sci-Fi faction. Oh, oh, it's going to be close, I do think, this. The thing is, the Sci-Fi faction is trying to push forward out of this gap, but they're not really doing it. But, you know, they are still laying down quite a good volley of fire. And that gap between, you know, that gap in terms of casualty rates is closing. Sci-Fi faction are only just ahead. Well, not ahead, sorry, but Sci-Fi faction have lost more than the Japanese faction has. And the Japanese are still pushing forward. They're oh no, no! Right, the Japanese are now fewer troops, marginally, but the gap's starting to widen. Okay, is this the turning point? Okay, so my money was on the Sci-Fi faction after the Martians died, and I think that might be the right bet. I'm not sure. God, look at this friggin' volley of laser fire. Oh, I don't know. It could still be close yet, but the gap is still widening in terms of the casualty rates. You see, if the Japanese could just get as many of their troops over this hill as possible, get them into the battle zone, they could lay down a volley of fire and just take out some more of those enemies, but they're not really doing it. I mean, if maybe... How many of them are still back here? Let's have a look. Are they still stuck on that tree? They are. See, there's a... Oh, God. There's still a big mass of them round here. That's interesting. Because the thing is, as they take down the Japanese over in this direction, the Sci-Fi troops are going to start pushing ahead. But once they get down into that ravine over there, where the real bulk of the Japanese army is, I don't know, things could change. They could find themselves exposed to a weight of fire that could easily shift the kind of tables a bit, but... Oh, they've nearly lost all their mechs as well, though. Because there's that one there, and there's 3 in the middle of the tornado troop force. Oh God, I've just noticed the casualty rates here. They're actually starting to level peg again. That's interesting. This is all to play for, this is. There's no telling who's going to win this one. Okay, right, Sci-Fi faction have now... Their casualty rate is now higher than the Japanese casualty rate. Interesting. That is very, very interesting. See, these are two fairly evenly matched factions in terms of damage output and health points. Oh, there's just these two mechs and then just a load of tornado troops. Can these guys do it? I hear lots of Wilhelm screams in there. Jeez. Oh god. The gap between the Japanese and Sci-Fi casualty rates is widening again, this time in the Japanese favour. And these Japanese, you know, they're not afraid. They're Banzai charging in there. They're prepared to lay down their lives for the Emperor. Oh dear. Well, you know, when you're from a Japanese army that says it's either win a battle or commit seppuku, you're going to be a bit of a fanatic, and you're going to, you know, you're going to be hell-bent on winning. Okay. I really don't know how this is going to go. Okay, I think the Sci-Fi faction only has one mech out of their original 25, and they've lost quite a few of their tornado troops. Ooh. Then again, the casualty rates are starting to... Well, that gap's starting to close again a bit here. Interesting. Ooh. This is really going to be quite close. I think it's going to come down to the wire, this one. The Japanese are just about ahead by maybe just under 20 or so in terms of... yeah, just under 20 or so in terms of sheer numbers, but having said that, it's going to be close. Let's have a look at the Japanese faction over here. Yeah, the troops are still up and they're still firing. They're still coming over this... Oh god, apologies. Bit of gas from my tea came up then. They're still coming up over this ridge. And by the looks of it, they still have quite a fair bulk of soldiers down here moving out. Oh god. Casualty rates, the gap has closed. They're level pegging. Oh gosh. It's like a real tug of war, this. Going back and forth. Ooh. It's anybody's battle at this point, I think. That one remaining mech is still up and still fighting. God, look at this sea of bodies over here. Jeez. The weight of laser fire. Ooh. Oh god, I just zoomed out really far without meaning to there. Okay, what are these guys doing down here? They're all kind of getting stuck. Trying to climb up this hill. If you go over in this direction following this lot, just try and free up... Oh god, never mind. Okay. Oh jeez. See, it kind of feels like the Japanese soldiers, you know, they come in waves. And each wave manages to take out quite a few enemy units, but then gets decimated. But then another wave comes in. They Banzai charge in there and they do some damage of their own. Okay, Japanese are down to less than 1,000 troops now. Could this be it? Could this be the decider? I think, yeah, the Sci-Fi troops have no more mechs. It's all just their laser tornado troops. What is going on up there? Is that the sun? That is the sun. It's just very smoky, apparently. I need to remember, whoever wins, we're going to test out the nuke on them. It's going to be like their prize. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, the gap in casualty rates now is about 100. But, we don't know how this is going to go. Oh, lordy. Okay, the Sci-Fi troops are pulling ahead in terms of remaining numbers, I think. Yeah. Okay, the Japanese are now below 900. They're being thinned out, slowly but surely. Progressively their force is being kind of eliminated, but how are they doing back here? Still this huge force of men just milling around back here. So I really... it's going to be close. I've been saying it repeatedly, and I'll say it again, it's going to be close. Who knew that the battle would come down to this? the fight for the gap in the tower, in the castle wall. Oh jeez. See, some of these guys are not even shooting. But yeah, okay. Yeah, that gap between the remaining number of Japanese and remaining number of sci-fi troops is steadily increasing. So it's just a matter of what these tornado troops will do once the numbers of Japanese coming over that hill start to thin out. Because if they've got any sense, they'll stay together as a big mass. Because otherwise, you know, if they start trying to rush forward, there's a danger they'll end up scattering themselves a bit, and that might make it easier for the remaining Japanese to take them out. Like these guys, for example, who are pushing forward, they're going to be more vulnerable, I do think. But we'll see. Oh, it's too close to call. See, like, here's the next Japanese wave coming in here, steadily reinforcing their comrades and taking out some of the tornado troops, who are starting to lose a few of their numbers a bit. But having said that, the gap is still fairly wide. Sci-fi troops are still winning at the moment. God, look at them trampling over the bodies of all these dead Cooper troopers. What a battle this has been, everybody. Oh boy. They're just shouting their war cries. You know, can't fault their morale. Can't fault their dedication to the Emperor. They're trying their best. Oh, but... oh. See, even the tornado troopers have a bit of a knockback, and that momentarily delays the ability of the unit in question to fire back at them, and that could prove decisive in a battle like this. Okay, the gap is now about 200 in terms of casualty rates between the sci-fi and the Japanese factions, so it's still widening, I think. Very slowly, but it's still widening. But the Japanese, still they come. Still they pile in there. Oh god, bit of lag. How are the tornado troops getting on? What a terrible day this will be. It'll be remembered on all sides as the scene of a great massacre. So much bloodshed on this day. Okay, right. Japanese have less than 500 now. Mech walkers, rather sci-fi troops even, still have just over 700. So that gap, like I say, is steadily increasing. Oh boy. I like flying along with all the projectiles. Oh, there goes another Japanese soldier. Keep stumbling over my words. God, for a second then, the Japanese casualty rate was, it halted on 420. I was thinking 420 blaze it, everybody. But, yes. Let's get some memes up in here. Lordy. Got to get some epic sweeping cinematic shots here. The Japanese army engaging the sci-fi guys in that famous battle in a giant old medieval landscape from the Lord of the Rings. Well, I say Lord of the Rings, it's very Lord of the Rings-esque, isn't it? With its giant walls and towers. Okay. So, the sci-fi troops are, you know, they're just ahead of the Japanese in terms of numbers now by about nearly 300, but they're still losing troops to these Japanese forces. Right, how many more Japanese are coming over this hill? How are their forces doing back here? Still a bit of a clump going on there, but I think... oh no, wait. There's still the odd one coming round here from this ravine. But... so the group that was down... oh my god, look at the mountain of dead Coopers! Oh dear. What a massacre it has been. Epic music coming in. Okay, right, the Japanese, I think, have lost this now. They've got less than 250 remaining Sci-Fi, meanwhile, has just over 500. I mean, it's a close battle, don't get me wrong. It's a very close battle. But, yeah, I think at this stage, I think the Sci-Fi troops have got this. Because the Japanese just can't inflict casualties fast enough, really. Oh boy. Right, Japanese less than 200 now. Sci-Fi just over 450. But, you know, you've got to hand it to these Japanese troops, though. They get in there, they get stuck in there. They're not afraid to banzai charge. Lay down their lives for the Emperor. I mean, it's that or honourable seppuku, isn't it? Everybody. What can you do? You've got to preserve that honour. So yeah, everyone remembers that famous battle from World War II. It was the decisive moment of the Pacific Theatre, when the Japanese, you know, they were doing well. They fought off the Cooper Troopers, and then they put up a valiant battle against the Sci-Fi faction. But in the end, they were defeated. Okay, right. Yeah, we're steadily getting there. Slowly but surely, the battle is starting to wind towards a climax now. Japanese troops, just 120 or so left. Sci-Fi faction. Sci-Fi faction has really... they've taken a lot of casualties. You can't deny it. Gosh. The Cybermen and the Predator droids really did not put up much of a fight, though, did they? Because they got just taken out pretty much at the start of the battle. I think it was Cybermen, they got eliminated first, then it was the Predator droids, wasn't it? Then it was the Redcoats, they were kicked out second, followed by the Martian tripods, yeah, that's right, and the Cooper Troopers, and finally it's going to be the Japanese troops, because they've got less than 100 now. The battle, yeah, I think the battle's decided by this point. I don't think there's any way that these 50 or so Japanese soldiers can really realistically take on this 300 odd Sci-Fi troops. I mean, there's less than 50 of them now, which I don't think it's enough. It's not going to be enough to put up too much of a fight. I mean, they've really done a number on the Sci-Fi faction, though. All the mechs devastated, taken out, and a sheer massive number of Tornado troops utterly eliminated. So they've really put up a good fight. Don't get me wrong. There's only about 20 of them now remaining. For the Sci-Fi troops, this is just a clean-up operation at this point. Gosh, what an epic battle it's been. Less than 20 Japanese soldiers remain. How are these guys doing? Oh god, I keep hitting the shift button, which is the kind of fast movement key. 10, nope, 9 Japanese troops. Remain 8 now. We're going down, everyone. And still they keep going. It's the 300 Sci-Fi troops, by the way. There's only 300 of those guys left. They're going all "this is Sparta" on us. Look at them sort of massing around. Oh no, they're down to 299. Oh god. 6 Japanese soldiers. 4. There's 3 of them here. 4. Oh, right. We've got the... oh no. Just these 3 left, who we see here. The valiant 3 who are still standing, but they're not going to be standing for much longer. God, they're moving forward again. They're still pushing forward. They're determined. Got to give it, you know, you got to hand that to them. And these Sci-Fi troops are not very accurate with their lasers when they're just targeting lone individual troops, are they? Right, I've only got these 2 Japanese soldiers. This guy just there, and that guy just there. Okay, they're going for it. Wow, they're surviving for longer than I thought they would. I'll be honest. Oh, right. This is the last Japanese soldier here. Here he is. Oh, and there he goes. He's dead. Wow. Sci-Fi faction comes out victorious. But god, they have lost a ton of units. Because they started out with how many? 2,525 units. They've only got 297 left. They've really been decimated. And those Martian tripods, man. I was surprised. I really thought they'd do better than they did. I guess what worked against them was the fact that they didn't really have a very fast rate of fire. Because they do a lot of damage per shot. But, yeah. That was what kind of went against them. They just got taken out by an absolute flood of Cooper Troopers. So, you know, for once, the Cooper Troopers have actually proved their worth. After that battle where they were up against Samus Aran and the Space Marines and they got decimated. Oh, look at these remaining Tornado troops. Now, I've got to test something out here, everybody, because I've been forgetting to do this previously. The nuke. I said I was going to do this at the end of the last episode, but I didn't. I forgot. So, N, everyone. N? Hello? I can't do my god power. What the hell? Oh, shit. Okay, right, hold on. We need to go back to the main menu for a second, everyone. I'm going to try out this god power, this nuke. The other god power, I think, is like a wind that you can use to blow and scatter units around. But I'm not going to test that out, I think, because I want to test out the nuke. Okay, we're just going to have a quick kind of, you know, test. We're going to set off a nuke on someone's faction and just see how they handle it. If the main menu would come back up, please. Please. And we're back in. Okay, right, I'm on the flat test map. I've just created 2 quick armies here of 10,000 each. Tables, as you can see. Just 10,000 tables versus our 10,000 strong penguin army from our Christmassy battle. We'll just set them off to let them go at each other. I really want to test out this nuke. Who shall I test it out on? The tables? Look at this, this is fucking ridiculous. I can't believe this is actually a thing in the game. This is actually quite a big map, I must say. This friggin' test map. It's kind of surprising, but... Okay, hold on. Right, we're going to test out the God Power nuke on the table faction, I do think. So, if we set it off here, maybe? Over here? Oh! Whoa! Wow, that's the table faction utterly decimated. Damn! How do I switch then to this other God Power? Oh no, I think I had it then. Oh right, 1 and 2. N to use God Power selected. Wind. Okay. Let's go like this then. Can I blow these tables, please? Ah. A table's not blowable. Can I blow a table? It appears that I can't. What about a penguin? Can I blow penguins? Don't clip that, anybody. Don't take that quote out of context, please. Okay. Oh, off they go. Okay, that does actually kill them. Shit. Just go through the bloody massive penguins. Jeez. Oh, that decimation. Okay, the 2 factions, I think, are slowly closing in on each other. Go on, get in there. Get in that fray, lads. That's the stuff. Go on, Feathers McGraw. Get a move on. Go, 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 go. Take on those table bastards. I'm killing quite a few of them. The tables are actually killing some of the penguins here at this point. Oh, Jesus. This is the most fucking ridiculous battle to end it on, isn't it? Wow, tables are surprisingly strong. This is not a well-balanced fight, is it? And I probably made it worse by actually going through a lot of the tables with... not going through a lot of the penguins with the wind god power. Okay, hold on. I think we can even this out a bit, can't we? Like so. Look at them all go. It's like watching a load of tiddlywinks, little counters go flying. Oh, the table devastation. Hopefully this will even out the odds a little bit. Or not. I mean, the tables are still pretty much, you know, doing a load of decimation here. Let's off a nuke right in the middle of the battle, shall we? Fucking take it, you bitches. Oh, the tables have lost a lot there. How the tables have turned. I'm sorry. Let's not make puns like that again, shall we? Okay, this... I think we should probably just end this. I kind of want the penguins to win rather than the table, so fuck you lot, you can die. There we go. Penguins are victorious. Oh, the devastation, ladies and gents. And let's just take the remainder of you out as well, shall we? Oh no, we can't, because obviously you can't do god powers when someone's won. Well, there you go, everyone. That was Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator. This, I think, will definitely have been the final episode, because the thing is, I've covered so much in here. I've taken a look at, I think, not all, as far as I'm aware, but most of the maps, and, you know, I've played with the factions that I wanted to play with. So yeah, there you go, everyone. Hope you enjoyed these episodes on this game. So, you know, concluding thoughts, there's not a lot to this game. You know, it's just throw down a load of units and then just see, you know, just dash them against each other, pretty much. The AI of the units is not perfect. It can be a bit dumb. You know, they do sort of congregate and mass up and end up kind of getting bottlenecked a bit. But it's a good way to kill off a few hours if you've got, you know, some spare time and you don't know what to do. And thing is, you know, this game, you could expand it in all kinds of ways. It's fantastic to see that there is a workshop with people who are actually adding units of their own. But looking over some of the factions in this game, there are so many kind of potentially interesting things you could add. So, you know, let's take, for example, the World War II faction. I mean, there's only, you know, the 3 types of units you can get here, the US soldiers and the 2 types of German soldiers, but you could add so much more to that, you know, to expand it. Apart from soldiers, what about, for example, tanks, maybe? You know, have like a bloody Panzer or something, or a Sherman tank or whatever. You could have that to add to something extra, or even perhaps, not, you know, apart from tanks, maybe things like self-propelled guns and artillery, armoured cars, that kind of thing. And, you know, there are other factions where potentially you could add stuff as well. So, you know, you've got your ancient Greece faction, you could add all kinds of stuff in there as well. What about like chariots or ballistae, siege towers, things like that? What else could you do? 18th century, you've just got redcoats at the moment, you could add stuff to that. What about like proper, you know, 18th century cannons, artillery pieces, field guns, that kind of thing? You could add stuff in that regard, which I think would be quite interesting. And what about some airborne units as well? Like the sci-fi faction, I think I might have mentioned this before, you could have like a spaceship unit that's actually airborne. You could have all kinds of stuff, I think, that you could add to this. And what about like a modern army faction? Because you've got World War II, but yeah. So there's all sorts of stuff you could add to a game like this to make, you know, just add more variety to it. But yes, so well, there you go, everyone. Hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. It was quite fun for a bit to play. In fact, actually, I saw FPS Invasion, which is kind of weirdly interesting. It looks like this is like a proper game mode. It says total zombies slaughtered, so I'm guessing it's kind of like a zombie survival thing. I'm not sure. I'm guessing by the fact that it is FPS, well, I'm guessing it's kind of like you have to go into first-person shooter with a unit and kill as many zombies as possible. I'm not going to take a look at that. You know, if you want to take a look at that, you can buy this game for yourself and check it out. So, yeah, well, there you go. Now that I've done this one, I'm going to be going over to the other battle simulator that is quite popular at the moment, Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. I'm really actually looking forward to that one, because it looks much more cartoonish and really interesting. So yeah, you'll be seeing that sometime soon, hopefully, even. So yeah, wow, well there you go, everyone. I'm going to wrap up here, so if you're not doing so already, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter, links in the video description as always. If you're also interested in seeing me do anime related content, go check out my channel Red Propagandist channel, link also in the video description. But in the meantime, I'm signing off now. Goodbye everybody. Well, let's go. Oh god, I just hit the wall then, that took off a fair bit of health there, didn't it? Need to be careful. Oh. Destroy that. Oh god, it's firing back at me. Yeah, come on. Got it. All your tricks. Let's head to the left. God. Pilot your way into these narrow nooks and crannies. There's narrow nooks and crannies. Oh, there's another barricade up there. Oh, they're firing at me. They're shooting at me. Yeah, destroy it. Oh god, they're hitting me. Ow. There's another mine here. The west mine. Let's do it. More baby glow boxes. In you go. Little ones.